Comedy, let me hear you say, oh yeah! All right, now go bananas for our host, Andie May!
Curious Comedy Theater, happy fucking New Year! I'm Andie May, and how are we, everybody? Can I get the mic turned up just a little bit, please? That sounds like a good idea, right, guys? You don't want me to blow out my voice. Are you guys ready for some of the best stand-up comedy in Portland? Fuck. Yeah, you were in the right place. I'm so excited to do it here at Curious Comedy Theater on their 10-year anniversary. Isn't that amazing, guys? Hell yes. All right. I'm done getting you piped up. I'm going to tell jokes. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to be emotionally vulnerable with everybody. Just for a second. I am a disabled American. Oh my God, I know, that's so brave. I have a disease in my spine called ankylosing spondylitis, and when I say that out loud, people are always like, oh, do you have it too?
Our granddad.
Okay, cool. You wouldn't be cheersing it if you had it, but I appreciate your support. When I say it out loud, people are like, oh, that's a fucking cool dinosaur on your back, but that's not the case, guys. What it means is that my spine fused itself together like I'm just like the shittiest X-Man, you know? Like my body just did it to myself. And I gave that amount of information out the first time I told this joke, and this lady yelled out from the crowd, she was like, I knew there was something wrong with you. So let's not be like Cheryl tonight. I knew her name was Cheryl because I saw her face, okay? Cheryl works at Subway. So anyway, you know, I hang out with comedians all the time. I hang out with scumbags, and like when I started telling this joke, you'll see. When I started telling this joke, one of my platonic friends just asked me out of curiosity. He was like, well, Andie, with this disease of yours, can you suck dick? Like, that was his platonic question. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I can totally suck dick. Like, I'll never be able to suck my own dick, you know? That's just my own journey to overcome, but like, the secret to sucking a good dick isn't in your spine. It's in your heart. So, people always think when you talk about a disability that there's like a triumph to overcome, you know, like the human spirit, like there's always redemptive quality to the story. And like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, think about blind people. When you think of blind people, you're like, oh, well, if you're blind, then you can hear really well. Or like with deaf people, you're like, oh, well, if you're deaf, then you've never heard Trump say China, you know? And like, I'm not here to break that stigma. Like, I do have a very special ability in spite of my disability, and I'm gonna share it all with you right now. Here we go, guys. Like I said, I have a hard time moving my neck, but like, I can totally do this with my boobs. Check it out. I can Schwarzenegger, you guys. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a supportive bra, but I'm totally Schwarzeneggering right now. Okay, you guys, come on. Like, fuck yeah. Hell yes. I wish I could parallel park, but I'll take what I can get, you know? So like, I'm treating my disease with nutrition. Like, that's really important to me right now. Like, I'm not eating sugar. I'm on a probiotic diet. Anyone else doing that shit? Hell yeah, like I'm shoving kale in my mouth by the fistful. I'm drinking kombucha every day. Yeah, every time in Portland I have to pause for an applause break for kombucha. But like, it's totally working, guys. It's going great. Like, it's going so good. Because like, nothing tastes as good as being a smug cunt feels. Hell yeah, I am just so nourished up here. I'm going to the gym a lot, and that's going awkward. Like, it's weird being the fat girl at the gym. Like, there's a certain sense of pressure. I don't make it any easier on myself, because like, part of my routine is getting as stoned as possible before I go inside. Hell yeah, guys, I want to take Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas to LA Fitness. Fucking nailing it. I'm reaching that goal at least. So like, I was at LA Fitness, and like, okay, I was on the elliptical, and I was like digesting 20 milligrams of weed. I wasn't fucking around, okay? And like, I was listening to the fucking Ramones, okay? And I didn't need the handrails, guys. I was just punching the air. I was beating on the brat. I was fucking nailing it. And then like, I look ahead of me, and there's this dude in front of me on the treadmill, and he was wearing this shirt, like, brace yourselves. This is a weird fucking thing to see in the year of our Lord 2018, okay? Like, the shirt said, Obama can't steal these guns. Like, that's what he's scared of in 2018? Holy shit. I'm kind of jealous of that, in a way. To be scared of something that doesn't exist. That's kind of privilege, right? So, like, like, I'm just staring at him. I'm so stoned. And, like, then I just started realizing, holy shit. That's the most punk rock thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that's a bold move to wear that shirt, even if we were on 82nd. Like, when you think about it, it's like the same level of punk rockedness as like a 15-year-old kid in Dallas, Texas wearing a Dead Kennedy shirt. You know, I don't like admitting it. Okay, you guys aren't with me on that. That's fine. Is it too soon? I mean, come on, you guys. All right. Anyway, I just started looking at him like with his fucking rifle shirt, and I started imagining him like out in the woods, just imagining him like out with a rifle just out there murdering nature, you know? And like he sees a fucking bear in the distance, and he cocks his rifle, he's about to shoot that bear, but then another bear comes over, charges him from the side, and he's all like, oh, clever girl. And like the bear comes over, rips his arms off, and then I'm all like, hell yeah, motherfucker! The Second Amendment works both ways. You have the right to bear arms, but guess what, dude? Bears have the right to your arms, too. Obama. So that's my fitness journey, guys. I don't understand why catcalling even exists anymore. Like, think about all of the blind dates, or like all of the double dates, or like all of the weddings you've ever been to, and like all of the meet cute stories you've ever heard. Like, none of those stories ever work out where it's like, you hear the lady say, well, I was just walking home from the grocery store, minding my own business, and then he came up and yelled at me, how about them titties? And I was like, I gotta have them babies. Like, it's literally never happened. And like, you know, like as a comedian, you know you've really made it when you're wasted at the bus stop at 1 a.m, drinking free all night. Hell yeah. Like, that's just, you know, part of the culture. They don't teach you that part of clown college. But anyway, like, at that time, like, that's the most vulnerable time for catcalling. And, like, when people come up to me and they want to yell at me about my body parts, I just wish they're a lot more specific and uplifting and sincere about it. I wish they practiced, like, small batch artisanal catcalling. I wish that when they saw me, they were like, hey, lady, you know, I can see that as a short woman with wide hips and a long torso, you have a hard time finding jeans that fit you correctly. But you're doing the best to look comfortable in your own skin, so I salute you. You do you, girl. You do you. Like, that would be fucking dope, guys. Like, if you ever see me waiting for the bus in the morning, just feel free to yell something from the heart, you know, just something like, hey, you know, the first 5 minutes I saw you on stage, I thought your hairdo was very abrasive. But I've gotten used to it by now. You do you, girl. Hell yeah. I got a really creative piece of street harassment recently. I was drunk, bus stop, 1 a.m, just fucking thriving, you know? And this dude came up to me, he gestured to me out of the corner of my eye, and I turned my head and go, oh, hey, guess it could have been a fan. Okay, guys? It could have been a fan, all right? And this guy was like, ma'am, I just want to let you know that your shoes, your hat, your jacket, your whole ensemble is very sexy. Yeah, he said sexy, guys. Like, that was the weirdest part about our encounter. Like, sexy's not the look I'm going for. Like, I'm going for punk rock badass. Fucking nailed it, you're welcome. But anyway, like, he was a pervert with a rich vocabulary. I have to give him that. But like, I was basically wearing something like this. You know, I was wearing a denim jacket, I was wearing fingerless gloves, I was wearing a beanie. So this dude thinks that Joe Pesci from Home Alone is sexy. I mean, that's fucking cool, I guess. All right, you guys, are you ready for more stand-up comedy tonight, everybody? You're such a great crowd. We have an amazing lineup. Some of the best comics in Portland. I'm so honored to bring our next one on the stage. She just recorded a special on the network Epix that was produced by Wanda Sykes. It's called Unprotected Sets. It was recorded right here on this stage. She's one of my very faves. I love her so much. You will too. Everyone, put your hands together for the incredible Becky Braunstein, you guys.
What's going on, Curious? Woo! Very excited. I'm excited too. Let's do this. It's New Year's Eve, last show, last set of the year. I did it. We did it. This is a together activity. Hello. Hi, I'm Becky. I am originally from Alaska. I moved to Portland a few years ago. It's kind of weird being in America now. Everything's so different. I moved to Portland to do comedy. And I'm very proud of myself for actually going through with it. You know what I mean? Because like back home, people are always talking about moving out of Alaska to go do whatever, you know? And 9 times out of 10, they come right back. Just drenched in failure, you know? They're just like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York City and be a star on Broadway. Like, oh, honey, you inseminate reindeer for minimum wage. Just right back. Or they'll be like, I'm gonna move to Washington, D.C. and be the Vice President of the United States of America. Nope. Sarah Palin, of course, the second funniest Alaskan after myself. Man, she just won't stay gone, you know? Every time I think we've heard the last of old Sarah P., she just keeps popping up with something to say. Which is weird because not quitting has historically not been a strength for the Palins. Oh, snap. That's an absolute zinger back home in Alaska. I feel like I should explain. Sarah Palin quit halfway through her term as governor. Like quit, just walked out the door. And then right after that, her husband, Todd Palin, scratched out of the Iron Dog snow machine race in the middle of the race. The only person in that family who can carry anything to term is Bristol. Say what you will about Bristol Palin. She follows through. I'll tell you what, man, however surprised you may have been to see Sarah Palin show up on your TV back in 2008 for the first time, like, you cannot possibly be as surprised as we were in Alaska to see that shit, man. We thought we were being punked. Like, this has to be a prank. Like, she was our Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like, we could not believe. Like, I think most people know, before she was the governor, that Sarah Palin was the mayor of a small town in Alaska called Wasilla. And you think, okay, but I don't think people here fully understand what we're talking about, though. Because, like, you guys kind of think that Beaverton is a small town. Beaverton is a sprawling metropolis. Wasilla, Alaska is like, imagine if the old guy from Duck Dynasty was a town. It's bar's not set high, you know what I'm saying? I could be the mayor of Wasilla. Your mom could be the mayor of Wasilla. I'm sure they just like draw names out of a hat. Or like put everybody's truck keys in a dish and mix them up, I don't know. It is not a qualification for anything. It's like barely on the map, dude. Like being the mayor of Wasilla, Alaska is like being the mayor of fucking Whoville, man. If all the Who's are cooking meth. And have a little problem with teenage Who pregnancy. Home sweet home. I do live in Portland now. I love it. This is a great city, great place to live. I miss Alaska, though. Living in Alaska is exciting as shit, man. Like, just adrenaline raging every day. You know, you don't never know what you're gonna get. on any given day. I once had a bear come to my front door when I lived in Alaska. Yeah, that'll put hair on your chest. I heard the doorbell ringing one day. Like ringing off the hook, you know, like bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing, 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 bing. And I thought, oh, okay, some Girl Scout troop's about to meet their out-of-pocket maximum. So I go to the front door to kill him. I look out the window, it's a goddamn bear ringing the doorbell with his snout. That's how crazy it is up there. You just gotta be ready for shit like that. You don't even have to go out into the woods to die in the wilderness anymore. They are coming to you. Coming to the front door. Like, goddamn Amazon Prime. I'm Jewish. I'm half Jewish, technically. I mean, I haven't set foot in a synagogue for like 20 years. I'm Jew-ish. I'm not a good Jew. This year, I ate a bacon cheeseburger on Yom Kippur. That's a big no-no. I'll tell you what, growing up as a Jewish kid in Alaska was a hell of a thing. Like, when my family moved there, the Jewish population of the state doubled, right? Like, there's not a lot of polar Jews. We are endangered. Like, where I lived, there was one synagogue, and it was run by this Orthodox Jewish family who were sent to Alaska, like, missionaries to set up, like, a northern Jewish outpost, you know? And, like, they ran the synagogue out of their house, just, like, out of the basement, like a tech startup, you know? So I, like, went to, you know, Hebrew school there, and I was, like, learning all the stuff and learning about the holidays and everything. So Jewish holidays are scheduled from sundown to sunset, right? Like, they don't follow the American calendar, it changes every year. The problem with that is, in Alaska, the sun doesn't set for like 6 months in the summer. It's daylight 24 hours a day, and like in the winter, you never even see the sun. So we were like, you know, what are we supposed to fast from September to May? So the rabbi and his wife, the missionaries, what they did was they sat down and just like made up sunset times for each day and printed them on a calendar that they handed out to all the Jewish families in Alaska so you would know when the holidays were. And then each month of the calendar had like a little, you know, hot tip on being Jewish in Alaska, like Q&A with the rabbi type thing, like, is moose kosher? Like, that depends. Did you hit it with your car or did it die of natural causes? Is moose kosher? I mean, nobody's ever gotten close enough to see whether the hooves are cloven and lived to tell about it, so who knows, right? I moved down here with my boyfriend. I'm in a very long-term relationship. Been together for 12 years now. Yeah, he's a lucky man. Good for him. You know, even after 12 years, like, he will still start fights with me over the dumbest shit, you know? Like, he does the laundry twice a week, and I only do it once a year. What a jerk. We don't have kids, which is a good thing for many reasons, not the least of which that I'm clearly not a grown-up. You know, I'm not responsible. You imagine me in charge of a child? I can't even take care of myself. I just flossed for the first time in 3 years. I got more blood on my hands than the Bush administration. I'm not a role model. I don't have kids. I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. My entire life, I've been very sure of that. Whenever I tell people, though, like, nobody would ever believe me. You know what I mean? It always be those, like, nice older ladies who'd say something like, oh, you say that now, but your clock will start ticking. First of all, no, it won't. I set it back every spring and fall. And second, like, why is that okay to say to me? But then when somebody tells me they're pregnant, I can't then say, ooh, you say that now. I'm very lucky I get to travel a lot to do comedy. That's like my favorite thing, man. I like going to new places and meeting weird people, you know. I was just recently in New Orleans, Louisiana. That was a trip, man. What a weird city. So much weirder than Portland. I went to the Voodoo Museum in New Orleans. I stopped by the gift shop on the way out. I bought a voodoo doll that looks exactly like me. So I painted a big smile on its face, put money in its pockets. I pulled out half the stuffing. We'll see how this goes. Just gotta believe in it. I met some interesting people in New Orleans, man. They got some colorful characters down there. I had never before in my life met a Cajun person until I went to New Orleans. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like swamp people? They are my new favorite people. Oh my God. There is nobody funnier on earth to have a conversation with than a Cajun. Because what'll happen is, you'll be talking to them, and they will say the craziest thing you ever heard in your life, and then just keep talking like it's nothing. You like, by the time your brain has processed what the hell you just heard, they're like 3 minutes into another conversation altogether, right? Like, I had a Lyft driver in New Orleans who was like, very Cajun. Like, couldn't have been more Cajun if he'd have pulled up driving a fan boat playing a banjo. And he turned to me and said, "Oh, how you liking it here in New Orleans?" And I was like, "Oh, it's great. You know, I'm from Alaska, so to me, this is like a huge city." And he goes, "Hooey, you know this here like a big city to me too. I'm from the country. I grew up on an alligator and chicken farm." "Oh, well, but this year we run out of alligator food, so now it's just an alligator farm." Now you see that park over there, there's gonna be a gumbo and jazz festival in that park tomorrow. You know I got a rat in my house. I think he mocking me. I've been setting out traps for him, and he finding my socks and washcloths, and he draping them over the traps like he building little bridges. Just a little rat civil engineer. Oh, he is laughing at me. Now I'm gonna park the car right there. You can cross the street, get to your hotel. He could have crashed the car into oncoming traffic. I'd have given him 5 stars. I didn't want to get out. I wanted an encore. I am Becky Braunstein. That's my time for today. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year!
Everybody give it up for Becky Braunstein, you guys. Isn't she incredible? Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to keep this show rolling. Our next comedian comes to the stage, one of my faves in town, former winner of Portland's Funniest Person. He also has a podcast called What's More Metal. Check it out. It's so funny. Everyone put your hands together for Nariko Ott, you guys.
Happy New Year, everybody. How we feeling? Good? Yeah. My God. I'll be the cool science teacher, and I'm not used to dressing up, so I feel very awkward. Had court earlier, so this just worked out. What else? Okay, man. I found this out today. This messed me up. I found out that that the average age of a Fox News viewer is 70 years old. Did you guys know that? 70. Do you realize that he's the only thing in between America having universal health care is one good flu? Like, that's it. There's just one good one goes through. One guy makes out with a park duck and gets on a Southwest flight, and then college is free for everybody. Isn't that weird? If that's Hollywood, birds are filthy is really the point I'm trying to make. I don't know, man. I'm getting older. I'm doing older people shit. I'm just, you know, when you find, I think everyone does, you find yourself saying something your dad would say, you know, like only your dad would say, where you're all like, "Hey, does the Pope shit on a bear?" Or whatever. You're like, that's not a, God damn it, why am I saying that? And I'm doing older people shit. I talk back to billboards now when I drive around, like they're sassing me. I don't know how to stop it. I leave my blinker on in case I ever make another right turn again. I just want to save time. My favorite snack is eating an apple with a knife. I love it. I love it. One of my favorite things to do is walk around an antique store and go, "That's not old." I love that. That's the shit. Like, what? That's a perfectly good Sega CD. Why is that here? What? Spice World on VHS? Somebody made a mistake. It appeared in the old stuff store somehow. And I don't know. Driving, man. I get so angry driving here because I don't know. I feel like even tonight, where everybody should be careful driving home. Worst case scenario, you get hit by a guy going 10 miles under the speed limit. Fuck people that drive here. I hate it. She's so mad. You know, like, why does everybody in this town drive like their mushrooms just kicked in? Like, why is that the shit here? Everybody in this town drives like they just took Molly and they've got that furry steering wheel cover and they're fucking lost in that shit. Just like, what? Oh my God. This is amazing. Oh. Is this a perfect circle of puppy snuggles? How does this feel this good? Oh my God, are all my fingers penises? What the hell's going on? How does this feel? Oh, hey, the light's red again. I'm back, baby. I am back. Sorry I left. You know it takes too long to get anywhere in this town when you get beat to work by a guy on a recumbent bicycle? Fuck those things. You're like, I want to get some exercise, but I also want to lay down supine like a Renaissance madam on a chaise lounge. Oh, keep painting me, Fragonard. I'm on my fainting bike. This is gonna be amazing. Just trying to get around town on my mobile gyno chair. Nobody bother me. Little flag on the back like a geriatric dune buggy. I hate them. Everybody in it's just dressed like they just went speed skating, but now it's time for a sit, you know? Like, I don't get it. They got that reverse teardrop helmet for maximum velocity. Why does a fighter pilot use a regular round helmet, but you need the Tron cycle helmet? Make sure your head isn't ripped clean off your shoulders by the G-force of your sitting pedal. Your little steampunk smart car you're taking around, tooting around the city in. Does anyone else just drive around and seethe like I do? I just do it. Ugh. I don't know, man. New Year's, time to try to fix this mess. That's right. Tomorrow's going, today we get it together for everybody. I'm trying to cut back on drinking and stuff. I'm drunk now, but I've been trying to cut back. See the weird thing? I got a couple friends that are in AA now, like they're all sober, and I think that's really cool. And I was telling them, I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to cut back, you know, like I've never hit like a rock bottom or anything that I couldn't power through, but I'm like, you pussies, but I definitely, you know, I guess I always just get back in the saddle like a man, but I guess, no, but I was like, I've never hit like a rock bottom or anything, but I've been having like 2-3 beers a night. I could probably chill out, right? And I said 2-3 beers a night to my friends with real problems. It might as well have been like, oh, my grandma died. I'm like, oh, yeah, I had a hamster that didn't make it once, so you should be consoling me, really, if we... I was like, and I knew I messed up because they immediately started making fun of me super hard. Like, they're like, 3 beers? Are you an alcoholic or Mormon? Are you kidding me? What was your nickname at the bar? Designated driver? Are you all right? Oh, 3 beers. Oh, my God. Are you at a $9 a day habit, Scarface? Are you okay? John Belushi, you gonna be all right with your 3 beers? Oh, my God. Hey, guys, look at me. I only pee in toilets. 3 beers a night. I only make out with people I like. 3 beers. Meh. Oh. Oh, my goodness. I only wake up covered in my own blood. 3 beers. When I throw up, it's weird. I'm saying you can try to better yourself, or you can just hang out with people that have fucked up harder than you, and you're always a winner. You know what I mean? Thank you, Mom. Shit's silly, man. I don't know. I'll probably go out on this thing. I recently saw something that I think is like one of the best things I've ever laid eyes on, and it's one of those things where just randomly something magical just happens. Like you just get, and you can't believe it, right? Like so what it was is I was watching some C-SPAN footage. Weird place to find something magical, but I did. So watching some C-SPAN footage, and what it was it's raining out. Trump is getting on an airplane, right, on the Air Force One. You might have heard of it. He was just getting on a plane. Everybody invited him. He just went up. No, but so it was raining. He's getting on Air Force One. He's got an umbrella, And as he gets to the doorway, he notices that the umbrella doesn't quite fit through the doorway. So, of course, he throws it away. What is that? Are you kidding me? That's something an alien does on a sitcom. Like, that was crazy. He throws his umbrella away, puts his iPhone in the toaster, and then tries to brush his teeth with a vibrator. That's what an alien does. I'm telling you, it's fucking... He threw his umbrella away. It was like, what, do you know the Chancellor of Germany has a doctorate in quantum chemistry? Like, and our president, when faced with the riddle... of how to get an umbrella through a doorway, came way outside of the box with his answer. It was amazing. I was like, and the best part was he throws it, goes in, and the cameraman just holds. And now you're watching a French art film of an umbrella rolling listlessly in the rain on its side. Just, oh my God. Le Pleurette in the rain. That's what you're watching. You're watching this beautiful French art film, and it was amazing. And then another guy comes up the stairway, and of course he steps over it and goes, what's happening? It was, oh my God. And it just beats out the time to me. And by the way, you can find that footage, find it on the next person's set. But you can look it up. It's really amazing. I've embellished nothing. But there just beats out the time where Trump was getting on Air Force One and he had toilet paper stuck to his shoe. Now, accidents happen. That could happen to anybody, right? But you have to realize that's the only time we've ever seen that in the history of presidents and TV, like that's ever happened. That means there's always been somebody there going, okay, hold on, just before we get out of the, whoa, oh shit. That was close. That was almost front page news for a week and a half. That would have been horrible. But now there's just a guy going, you look great. All right, guys, thank you so much. I've been Nariko Ott. You've been really fun. Thank you.
Everybody, give it up for Doctor of Science Nariko Ott, you guys. Give it up for Nariko, everybody. Fuck yeah. All right. Our next comedian coming on stage, she is so fucking funny. Like, she was part of Willamette Week's Funniest Five this year. She also performed at Revolution Hall, and she has an amazing show every Sunday at Alberta Street Pub called The Alliance. Everyone put your hands together for the incredible Corina Lucas, you guys.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here. Happy New Year's. Y'all having a good New Year's, huh? Yeah, you are. Okay, everyone drinking? Good. All right, good. I don't know. I want to drink. I'm drinking a little bit, but I'm like super hungover. I got super drunk last night. I was playing this drinking game called Mission Impossible, and what you do is you put on that movie Mission Impossible, and you drink whenever Tom Cruise is a closeted homosexual. Super easy, right? Super drunk. I don't know. I'm making a lot of bad decisions. Like, I did a lot of cocaine the other night, and I learned a hard lesson. You shouldn't do cocaine unless you have enough to last you for the rest of your life. Because holy shit, that come down. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm trying to like drink less, which is tricky as a comedian because we hang out in bars, we're paid in drink tickets, right? So I think there should be an AA exclusively for comedians called Put That Drink Down, Sad Clown! And what they do is they teach you fun things to do with your drink tickets, right? Like they teach you how to fold them into your father's approval, right? Wouldn't that be good? That's the dream. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell by the dried cum around my lips, but I didn't have any positive father figures growing up. I didn't really do it very well. My dad, he really didn't want me to be gay. And I think he knew that I was a gay person because I watched gay porn on his office computer. I think he figured it out. I was smart about it, okay? Like I deleted the history and all that shit. But the next day he walks up to me and he's like, hey kiddo, just so you know, the main office gets like a live feed of all the websites that I visit. And I was so proud of myself. I just locked eyes with him and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And just stared him down. And then he walked away and we never talked about it again. It was the weirdest thing, right? I didn't come out of the closet, I just left the door open, right? Yeah, and the fucked up thing is, my older brother got caught watching straight porn and he got grounded for a year. Fucking harsh, right? And I get caught watching gay porn and they're like, yeah, we're not touching that shit. Have fun with that. Good luck there. I'm not from Portland. I moved here, and probably the most interesting thing about Portland to me is that it's a city where being gay and being Christian have been reversed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had a friend tell me they were Christian the other day, and my response was, whoa, whatever you do on your own time, man, all right? No judgments here. Oh, it's weird to say. Like, I was late to work the other night, so I got in a lift, and when I got in the lift, I noticed the lift driver was playing Alex Jones, the wildly conservative radio talk. And look, politics aside, I respect the balls on this man, all right? For playing Alex Jones in Portland, that's fucking suicide, right? That would be like if I became a Lyft driver, moved to the deep south, and then just blasted hardcore gay porn on the speakers, right? Non-stop. Hardcore gay porn featuring Anderson Cooper and Noam Chomsky. That's what that would be like, right? That's exactly what that would be like. I don't know. I'm actually feeling a little concerned for my health, because I haven't had my period in 28 years, right? I don't know what's going on there. Am I pregnant or some horse shit? I have no idea. But I was hanging out downtown the other day, and someone yelled at me, "White trash, bitch!" And you know what? It just felt good getting gendered properly, right? Yeah, I felt so seen. Felt so seen. All right. She's a bitch, she's a bitch. Yeah, everyone agrees. I lost a phone of mine recently, and it's a tragedy because with it, I lost some fucking primo nudes, right? Like cream of the crop, the lighting and everything. So I had to like text former hookups to ask them to send my own nudes. Have you ever asked for your own dick pic? It's fucking embarrassing, right? I feel like I'm creeping on myself. It is fucked up. One dude I texted asking for the nude back, and he was like, "I deleted them." You deleted them? Would you throw away the Mona Lisa, you fucking peasant? How dare you? How dare you? Unrelated, someone called me a slut recently, and it was kind of upsetting. I was so fucking upset that I took that dick out of my mouth, and I was like, "Ho, ho, ho." I had cum in my mouth, so I spit it out, and I was like, "Hey, mister, I don't know your name, but you, sir, are a jerk." I should really remember my boyfriend's name at this point, all right? It's getting weird. I keep calling him dude. I think he's catching on, all right? He's really starting to catch on. I do have a boyfriend, though. It's cool. He's kind of an old-fashioned dude, right? Like, he puts his coat on me when I'm cold. He holds the doors for me. He lets me come on his face. You know what I mean? It's a very chivalrous relationship we have. Yeah, thank you. Applause. That's my boyfriend, everyone in the back. Yeah. We're poly, which is Latin for disappointed parents. I don't know if you knew that. It's pretty good, though. And it's like, I think I'm bad at being poly because I'm only hooking up with him right now. It's like, you know the old saying, like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it really make a noise? Like, if a poly person is only hooking up with one person, are their friends really weirded out? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it works like that. We're not, like, kinky or whatever. Like, we're a really vanilla couple. All right? Like, I don't even want to swallow, okay? I don't like doing it. But I will do it, but only if it's even, all right? So here's what we do. You come in my mouth, right? And then we split it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mama bird half of it back into your mouth, right? Come on, it's feminism, everyone. I am glad to have a boyfriend, though. I was really bad at dating. Like, I don't know, I was on a date with this dude once, and he was really handsome, so I wanted to make a good impression. And we're meeting in a bar. It was our first time meeting. I walk up to him. I'm ready to make a good impression. And I'm like, "Hi, my name is Corina." And he's like, "Hi, my name is Zach." And I'm like, "Oh, that used to be my name." Yeah, not as romantic as I hoped. What are you gonna do? Straight boys are cool. Hooking up with them is weird, though, because, like, have you talked to a straight dude about anal? They're like a 12-year-old talking about drinking, right? Because, like, they're intimidated, but they want to try it because they saw their dad doing it, right? So they want to give it a whirl, right? Yeah. I'm bi, though. I'm into girls. And whenever I hook up with a girl, they give me just as bad. Like, whenever I hook up with a girl, they'll tell me, "Oh, you're the first girl I've ever had sex with." I hear it all the time. I'm like the lesbian starter kit. Do you know what I mean, right? I come with my own strap-on, right? And plus, my dick has features that no strap-on can ever have, right? Like, there is not a strap-on in the world that can go soft when someone calls me daddy, right? That's a Corina original. That's mine. Half of you are horrified. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. That's very normal. Just know that you're not out of the... Okay, good talk. I don't know. I was always bad. Okay, thank you. I was always bad at, like, hookups and shit. I had some bad hookups. Like, I hooked up with this dude once, And he woke me up the next morning by being like, my girlfriend is here. You've got to go hide in the next room. And I was pissed. I didn't know he had a girlfriend, right? So I told this dude off. I looked him right in his eyes, and I was like, okay. And then I went and hid in the next room. And I got in there, and his roommate had never met me before. I'm just a naked girl with a deep voice wrapped in a blanket, right? Yeah, and he looks over at me, and I'm just like, his girlfriend's here. And he's like, all right. And then he goes to bed. What a chill dude, right? Holy shit. I could have kicked the door down and been like, I'm robbing you. And he'd be like, just keep it down, bro. All right? Trying to catch some Z's. So his girlfriend comes up and she finds my dress and my underwear and she's pissed, right? And she's like determined to see if there's anyone still in the house. So she starts like looking through the rooms to see if she can find me, right? And at this point I think I'm screwed. And here's me and here's the door. And she opens the door so that I'm like hidden behind the door and she can't see me. And at this point I want to pop out and be like, this is like a fucking movie, right? This is crazy. I'm right behind the door. All right, keep going, keep going. Yeah. So things settle down. They go off and talk and shit. And then 10 minutes later, he pops in to the room with my dress and my underwear. He hurls at me, and he's like, go, 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 like a Little League coach when you're rounding third. You know what I mean? Right? And so I left, and we're married now. We got married, so it all worked out. Look, I know that's bleak. I know that's bleak, okay? But I thank you, I appreciate it. Mazel tov, yeah, thank you. But I have figured out the secret to a long and happy relationship, all right? See, I think that love ends as soon as you figure out everything there is to know about your partner. That is why I lie to my partners nonstop, right? But just about little things that don't matter. Like I'll tell them I have 6 siblings, when in reality, I have chlamydia, right? Yeah, it's a fun lie. Keeps things fresh. Dude, I'm so fucking glad to not have to be on Tinder. That stuff was such horseshit. Like, dudes, why do you post pictures of yourself with guns? Like, what are you, like, what's the, I'm gonna form a militia on the first date? What's the plan, bro? What's the plan? On the flip side, boys who post pictures with fish, fucking adorable. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. They have the biggest smiles on their faces, right? They're so proud of themselves. Oh my God. 20 years from now, their kids will look back at that photo and wonder, why didn't he look at me that way? I don't know. I went to the moon, Papa. It's an imaginary person. You don't have to feel bad for it. You're very good people, though. I noted. I don't know. My boyfriend's not a clingy dude, which is pretty dope. I hate clingy people, because I'm the clingy one. Don't upstage me, all right? Who the hell do you think you are? You gonna tell me you love me on the first date? That's cute. I'll tell your mother I love her on the first date. Yeah, she's invited, okay? Oh, you brought me flowers? I brought us matching tombstones. You're out of your league, kiddo, okay? Back off. I'm a little broke right now. I had a bit of an oopsie moment the other night. I quit my job, and I've been applying for new jobs, but everywhere that I'm applying wants a cover letter, which is kind of horseshit. What? I dropped out of college because I can't handle the workload of a theater major, all right? And you want me to jump through hoops to work at the Red Robin? It's not gonna happen, okay? And why do you want a cover letter? Every cover letter says the exact same thing. I'm really passionate about customer service. No, you are not. No, you are not. No one is passionate about customer service. You know what we call people who are passionate about customer service? Annoying. That's what we call them. Yeah. You know who's passionate about customer service? Mr. Smithers from The Simpsons, right? That's who these people want. It's a shriveled, obedient husk with 2 to 3 years customer service experience, right? But they'll train the right candidate. You'll train the right candidate. I'm not applying to be a blacksmith, all right? This is Jamba Juice. How hard can it be? You press a button, you put the fruit in the blender, you press a button, and you hand a cup of fruit diarrhea to a guy named Tucker, right? How hard can it be? I can handle it. So I've been like scrounging for money, you know, asking people to pay me back. And one dude, he was trying to pay me back, and he was like, what's your Venmo? And he got pissed that I didn't have a Venmo. And he's like, why would you have? I don't know, man, it's a hassle. I gotta enter in my credit card. I'm not trying to run an errand because you want to pay me back for a PBR 40, you know? And he's like, well, how am I gonna pay you back then? Fucking cash, bro! Paper money. Take your trashy PBR drinking butt to an ATM and get me some bills. Fucking 14-year-olds, all right? Do not respect their elders. That's right. It's me. I wish it was Pride Month. Pride Month is the most lucrative time of the year for me, right? Because all I have to do to make money during Pride Month is just prowl the streets at night, find like a well-meaning, rich, liberal couple, and just walk up to them and be like, I'm gay, give me your money. And they'll just be like, well, what kind of ally would I be if I didn't make it out to the gays then? Yeah? All right, yeah, fine. So, I'm a trans person. I feel you probably didn't notice that. I'm a trans person. I've been on hormones for like 3 years. My boobs are natural. I grew them myself. And when I say that, it makes me sound like a farmer. You know what I mean, right? It's a good yield, though, right? Mighty harvest, right? I don't know. Sometimes I'll get like cisgender girls with smaller boobs than me. They'll walk up to me and be like, oh my God, I can't believe you have bigger boobs than me. That sucks. And I'm like, yeah, poor you. Yeah, you really got the short end of the stick, didn't you? Say, how's that uterus treating you, you fucking skank? Piece of shit. Hormones are kind of risky, so they have like a lot of side effects. I was thinking about going off of them, but then I realized I could never go off of hormones, right? Like, you could put 2 buttons in front of me. One of them would give me estrogen for the rest of my life, and the other one would feed all the starving children in the world. I would press that estrogen button and then feed those kids like the end of the Grapes of Wrath. You know what I mean, right? Fucking shooting tit milk down their throats, right? I'm not gonna let them put their lips on my nipples. They're dirty Dust Bowl children, all right? I'm not trying to catch the crickets. I'm not a hero, okay? Look, before I go, I want to spread a message of social justice to you all, okay? I think that trans women are vilified like crazy, and there is one example that I am sure we all aware. There's one trans woman who's vilified above all else. Of course, I'm talking about Buffalo Bill, right? The #1 vilified trans woman. Okay, bear with me. First of all, Hannibal Lecter says that Buffalo Bill thinks he's a transsexual, but isn't actually one. And you know what? Fuck you, Hannibal Lecter, you cis piece of shit. You don't get to tell that creepy little serial killer who she is. That's right. Yeah. If Buffalo says she's a woman, then she is a woman, okay? And look, I'm not saying that I endorse skinning teenage girls to build a woman suit. But I get it, right? The girl wants smooth skin, no biggie. I wanted to kill cis girls for so much less than that. It's fine. All right, everyone, have a great night. Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Everybody, Corina Lucas, you guys, isn't she amazing? Give it up for Corina, let her hear it. Fuck yeah. You know what, we're at the end of 2018. What a weird fucking year was that, right? Like, it was the highest of highs, lowest of lows. I am totally stalling right now. I'm gonna do a joke and then I'm gonna bring up Stacey Halal, who founded this theater. How are we all doing, everybody? Hell yeah. All right. So today was a pretty good day. Like, you know, there's certain trash fires happening in society, but I had a good day today. I did get caught up in this one woman performance art piece, and it like really grabbed me by like the cockles of my heart. It was this woman who's like trapped in a box, and she invented the box, but she's also a victim of the box. So there's like all of these layers of irony going on. She's in like this dystopian society, and she's just like screaming for an ounce of rationality. And then there's millions of people watching, and they're hitting the screen, and they're like, we also want the truth. And it's called The Rachel Maddow Show. You guys checked that shit out before? Hell yeah. I feel like that's a great way for me to end 2018 joke-wise. Are you ready to talk to Stacey? To get fucking 2018 over with? How you guys doing? I'm so pleased to bring to the stage the founder of this theater, one of my favorite people in the whole goddamn world. Everyone get up for Stacey Halal, everybody.
Keep it going for Andie Main, everybody. Andie Main and all the comics you saw tonight. It's appropriate that as we approach midnight, I'm losing my voice. We've got a little time. We've got like 10 minutes, so now's your time. I would love for you guys, who had something good happen in 2018? Anyone want to yell out something good that happened to you in 2018? Burning Man. Was it your first time? And you enjoyed it? How many people went to Burning Man? Everyone? It's Portland, right? You went to Burning Man? Have you been many times? You love it. It's not bad. It's a lot to endure for a mediocre experience, I would think. Cool. Who else had something good in 2018? Anyone?
I got married.
You got married? Congratulations. Your wife's like, yeah. Was it a good wedding? Did it go the way you wanted?
It was good.
Did you get to enjoy it, actually?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I got married one time. That was like the loneliest day of my life. I just want to let you know that if before you get married you're having fantasies of someone else coming to your window and pounding on and going, run away with me, don't get married. That's a sign. Or if your mother is stuffing your sister's bras with plastic bags because you might throw up during the ceremony, might be a sign not to get married. I was young, it was a starter marriage. Thanks, Luke. That's Luke up. He's been live streaming. Let's give a round of applause to Luke. He's been working up there, to our musicians, to Anthony, who's been doing all the tech, all these volunteers who are bringing you champagne, our bar staff, door staff. Great, who has something exciting coming up in 2019? Nobody. Everybody's like, fuck it, this is the end. I've had enough, 2018 sucked. All right, should we do an early toast? Is that what you guys want to do? No, you want to wait. All right. I'm going to sing a little song for you. No, not really. Let's get all the performers who are still here. Come on up stage. Let's have a round of applause for everyone you saw tonight. You saw so much comedy. Come on up. Kristen, why do you have 3 glasses of champagne?
I was handing out champagne, but it seems like is there anybody still in need of a glass of champagne? Otherwise, I'm gonna have a great time at midnight. People want extra?
Yeah, we have sparkling, Yeah, we have some sparkling cider if anyone needs a toast that is non-alcoholic, we got that. But he's the one who just got married, so. Yeah. Are you serious? Nobody has anything you're looking forward to in 2019? Costa Rica, that sounds awesome. You gonna have vacation there? You're the same guy who went to Burning Man. Do you have a lot of money? Yes, he's like, yes, I do. Yes. I might get married in 2019. That sounds like a good life you're living.
Donations are still tax deductible.
That's right, you have 8 minutes to make a 2018 tax deduction. What else? Who else has something coming up?
Going to Edinburgh.
Edinburgh? Fantastic. Where are you going, for the Fringe Festival?
Yes, well, the Improv Festival.
For the Improv Festival? Is that Mindy up there?
This is Mindy.
Yay! That's going to be a really good time. How long are you going to be there?
We're going to be there for 11 days.
11 days.
Beginning of February. Really excited.
That's awesome. That sounds fun. Anyone else doing something exciting?
Graduating college.
Yay! You're at Lewis and Clark, correct? That's great. How is that school? That's kind of what I would have guessed.
I'm turning 40.
You're turning 40. Congratulations. I'm not going to drink it, but I'll add it to my sip when I do it. Turning 40.
I'm turning 40 again this year.
Are you? You're going to stay 40? How are your feelings about turning 40?
It's just time passing.
Like, your words say that, but your face is full of fear. It's like, it's just time passing with, like, crazy eyes. So, yes?
I'm turning 80.
You're turning 80? You're having a big birthday party.
80 people are coming from all over the country.
80 people. Did you cut it off at 80 because you don't want more people than your years?
Anyone I know or have known, and my family is all going to be there.
That is awesome. Everyone he's known is going to be there. 80 people. Is that here in Portland?
Yeah, well, actually, we hired a place in Lake Oswego.
In Lake Oswego, getting fancy for your 80th. For $300. You know how, it's your 80, you know how to do it right now. You're like, those fancy venues never pay off, right? Congratulations, that's exciting. Let's give him a round of applause. I don't want to make you feel bad, but he just doubled you. I'm glad he said I can do math. Yes. You're turning 21. You better not have champagne over there. Okay, good. Are you excited to turn 21? Are you excited to have your first sip of alcohol ever after that? You no longer have to be the designated driver. Yeah, congratulations. Are you gonna do anything special? Do you have a plan? Vegas. You're gonna go to Vegas? Oh, shit, like you're going right from illegal to professional. I've never even done a Vegas birthday party. That's crazy. You're gonna come back married. Congratulations, 21. Wow, who's the youngest person here? Anyone younger than 20?
You better not have champagne.
That's right. It was a trick question. Protect our liquor license. We're a nonprofit, you guys. Nobody, I think you are the youngest person here. Wait, what? You can't yell stuff out and then get quiet. So we have 4 minutes. I think we should spend 3 of it in silent meditation. You know, we've all been laughing, we're making a lot of noise. Let's bring in the new year in like a centered. Let's just take a deep breath. Thank you, Anthony.
It's actually 2 minutes.
It's 2 minutes?
Yes.
Our clock is behind.
Yes.
This is our countdown of 2 minutes. I'm excited because we'll be doing a show called Ruby Rocket here on Thursdays for the next 3 months, where I play a drunken private detective. Thursdays at 7:30, all improvised. We have a movie screen and everything. You should come see that. Minute and a half. I was about to ask, is there anybody older than 80 here? I think you win the oldest gentleman here. Have you been to Curious before? Have you been here before? You have? Awesome. We should have another party for you here. All right, you guys, we're down to, what is that? 70 seconds. Oh, is this it? 5, 4, 3.
Wait, there's still a minute. Wait. No.
Sorry, I jumped the gun. Don't drink. Don't drink yet. Put your drinks down. We have 45 seconds to make noise with those noisemakers, and I'm taking them away from you. Yeah, there it is. 35 seconds. I think this is my favorite ending. We're so close. John Tim, where's John Tim? Where's my boyfriend? There he is. Here we go, countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! That's awesome, Nadisco. Happy New Year! Thank you all for coming out. All right, let's put down the noisemakers for just 1 second. You can resume. I'm just gonna wrap up the show. Feel free to hang out if you'd like. We're gonna be here a little bit longer, but that is the end of the show. Did you guys have a good time tonight? Thank you so much for wrapping up our 10th year with us and for sharing your New Year's with us. Here's to you. I hope you all have a happy, healthy, and super exciting and a positive 2019, everybody. Thanks for being here. Give yourself